Jeopardy! Fans outraged over misleading clue that cost contestant the game. Fans were furious with Ken Jennings' clue during the Double Jeopardy round on Thursday night's episode. Jeopardy! Fans are furious following Thursday night's Double Jeopardy round, and they're pointing fingers at host Ken Jennings. Contestant Scott Plummer lost nearly all of his show's earnings during the Champions Wildcard episode. Plummer competed against Tim Moon and Amy Beckerman, all of whom have competed on the show before, on Thursday night. Jennings introduced the category for the Double Jeopardy round titled, "That's Misleading." The Jeopardy! Host explained how the category would work. The two parts of each clue would form a compound word. If I say, singer Brian with a blanket on, you say, what is lukewarm? Get it? Jennings said. The contestants breezed through some of the questions, and then Plummer picked the $2,000 clue, which was the last daily double of the night. At the time, Plummer had $3,600 before betting nearly everything he earned with this clue, painting scene along the sloping path for wheelchairs. Plummer seemed stumped, and he stammered something ramp before shaking his head. The timer ran out and Jennings said Plummer was incorrect before revealing rampart was the correct answer. Fans took to Reddit to share their opinions of the outcome. I'm usually on the side of the writers, but DD3 was bullsh. Literally every other clue in the "That's Misleading" category gave the two halves in the same order as the correct response compound word, banana split, fishbowl, etc., one user wrote. But then suddenly for the DD, the clue gave the two halves in reverse order. What the hell is that? That's why Scott was muttering something ramp. I'd bet anything he considered art ramp in his head and discarded it because art ramp isn't a word, the user continued. The Reddit user responded to someone saying that Green Room was in a state after that one and said, also, rampart isn't a compound word or phrase in the same way as the other four clues, kidnap, sawhorse, banana split, fishbowl. The user continued, in those four cases, if you say the two component words, it sounds exactly the same as the resulting correct response word or phrase. But rampart isn't pronounced rampart, it's rampart. Just terrible. Another user chimed in, that was absolutely awful. I hated that category anyway, but that made it doubly worse. Another fan agreed and wrote, 100%. I kept saying art ramp in my head and came up empty. Also, rampart isn't a compound word.